Not sure if we're live yet, but we'll see in a minute. I think I am. Hey, look at that, I'm live. Awesome. Just change the date of the live stream to today. I can type May 23rd, 2017. Yep. Kind of don't expect many people to join this one today. I realize some of you are watching this as recording, so I'm just sitting here not doing anything. But we have 0 people in right now, so that's why I'm kind of stalling for things to say. And once somebody comes in, they can tell me if they can actually hear me or not. You can't hear me. Can't hear me. Shit. That's not good. Oh, wait. No, it's just because stream disconnected, stream is back. I don't know what's going on. If this keeps happening, I might not do the stream. But anyway, here I am. I don't know how long this stream is actually going to work, but the internet seems to be not cooperating, so yeah, we'll see. Anyway, if you're watching this as a recording, welcome to the live stream for today, May 23rd, 2017. I don't know if this is going to really work out, so if you're seeing it as a recording, then obviously the stream worked and uploaded successfully to YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. I've got a lot going on. If you've watched any of my previous videos up until today, you'll know that I've been going through laptops and sorting them out, cleaning up. So maybe I can talk about that if that's something that you guys are interested in. To my left, I've got a server that I am currently working on, building it myself, so we can discuss that a little bit. I'll just kind of ramble on about it right now, I guess. The fans that were inside this thing, that are currently inside of it, that I'm going to replace, are very high-end server-grade fans. They're meant to move a lot of air, and they have no respect for my eardrums. 3 of these things, ridiculously loud. Like, way too loud. Especially to have sitting here in a room that's usually quiet. So I'm going to replace these fans with some Noctua quiet fans of some sort to make this thing a little quieter, but I can discuss this thing a little bit later if anybody's interested in that. I just got up not too long ago and I'm still kind of tired. Just a little bit tired. This probably won't be a very long stream either, probably an hour, because I have other stuff I need to do today. Surprisingly, I have stuff to do. So this is new to me in the streaming window here. It says, its little message says, say hello to Super Chat, and basically I can monetize the stream by having people in the comment section purchase a comment, which sounds stupid, so I'm not going to do that. It's just, no. Why would I want to do that? Why would anyone want to do that? Weird. While I was going through my laptop collection, I pulled this out, which is a Panasonic Toughbook. Quite a dense little thing this is. It's a CF M34, old Celeron, or, yeah, Celeron-based laptop. Yeah. Don't know what to do with it. Somebody wanted to buy it from me, but I don't think they wanted to pay the shipping or something, because I don't remember if they responded to me or not. Somebody in the comments said, I'll say something while it's free. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to monetize comments. That seems silly. I like money, but I don't like money that much. So anyway, this Tough book, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Probably going to destroy it at some point, because I actually tested it last night with the power adapter that I hacked together. I think the board is dead. There's no hard drive. There's no hard drive caddy. The battery is dead. The screen is cracked. And it's in overall just kind of terrible shape. And the keyboard's like kind of crunchy, like something was spilled on it. So it's not worth a single cent. In good shape, in working condition, they sell for about 40 bucks. This has nothing that is of use. I'll take out the RAM, probably, but other than that, there is nothing of use in here. Outside's destroyed, internal components destroyed. I'm gonna have to destroy the rest of it somehow, but I haven't decided how yet. I kind of want to like run it over with my car just to see how well it'll hold up. And my car only weighs 2 pounds anyways, so it's not like it would do much. So yeah. Don't know what to do with this. I'm just going to keep it kicking around for now until I find something to do with it. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm open to ideas of what to do with this thing. Let's see, I can't really talk about that without talking about something that's buried under a pile of stuff. Yeah, whatever. We'll just talk about some random cards that I have here. So when I brought back all the laptops from storage, I also brought back a small box of miscellaneous crap that I had laying around, and some of it's actually kind of cool. So I've got this. I'm trying to figure out what it is. That's why I'm looking at it here. It's an ATI video card from '96. It's got a VGA out on it. There's a little sticker here that says PCI Mach 64 VT. I don't know if this works, first of all. I don't know how good it is, but it's got a copyright of 96. And it's got a PCI connection on it, obviously, but it's missing some pins, so I don't recall what that means. If it's not a 32-bit, or it's like a 24-bit or something. I have no idea, but I've got one of these that I'm going to have to test and probably sell. I've got another video card here. A video card that has an Intel chip on it. What? That's interesting. It says Intel 740. Copyright of 1997. This is an AGP card. What do we have? It's just VGA out. What do we have? We have a sticker that says VGA 1740A3. That means nothing to me. But that's weird. I've never seen a video card that says Intel on it. I'll have to investigate this one and see what that's all about. And the last oh, that hurt a lot. The last interesting card. Oh wait, no, I have one more. This one isn't even interesting. That's just garbage. A pair of Voodoo cards, or 3DFX cards. I don't recall. Voodoo and 3DFX. I think those are the same thing, aren't they? Anyway, they're both exactly the same, so I'll just show you one of them. So here it is. I think it's a Voodoo 2. if memory serves me correctly. So I've got a pair of these, exactly the same, which is awesome. And eventually I'm going to try to get these things working together. I'll have to clean them up a little bit because they're pretty dirty. Oh, you know what? Shit, there's some corrosion on there. Ooh, that makes me sad. It makes me very sad. This one doesn't have any corrosion, but this one, you probably can't see it because my video quality is so terrible, but around here and here, there's some corrosion. It says 3DFX Interactive, and I don't know how to decode what it is, but yeah, there it is. I got 2 of those. So I'll be cleaning those up at some point. I've had those for about 4 years now, maybe 5, and I've just never done anything with them. They're just kind of sat in storage. So those will be an interesting thing to go through and test out. Ouch. So question for you guys right now, and as well as in the recorded version of this, are you interested in seeing me go through all these cards and test them out? Obviously it's video material that would be nice to put out and have recorded so that I can release it later down the road. But would it be too boring for you guys to, you know, sit there and watch me fiddle with the card and try to install drivers and stuff? You know, if that's something you want to see, by all means, I'll do it, because I have so many cards that I'm not using and that I'd like to get rid of because I know somebody else will be able to use them. But if it's just going to be, you know, a 10-minute video of me putting this in a motherboard and then installing a driver, what's the point? Let me know what you guys think. If that's something you want to see or don't want to see and have no interest in, let me know either way. This card I'm looking at right here, it's another video card with just VGA on it. It's got a Cirrus Logic chip on it. It says CLGD5430QC. Copyright 1995, Cirrus Logic, and Quadtel. Never heard of Quadtel. So there's another video card. You know, some of these video cards are kind of interesting. So I might end up doing videos on those. I am kind of kicking myself a little bit because about 3 years ago, I went through all of my extra cards and kind of cleared out a bunch of them, not really paying attention to what they were. And I know for a fact now that I have thrown out or recycled some pretty valuable cards. And that kind of sucks. They are obviously no longer in existence. They've probably been scrapped and destroyed by now, but yeah, that kind of sucks that I threw some of those out because I could have either made a lot of money from them or kept them and used them in something, because they are indeed quite rare at this point in 2017. Oh, let's see what I got going on here. If you can't tell, this live stream is something I'm doing completely just randomly. I got home this morning and decided, you know what, I haven't done one in a while. Let's do one. I'm hoping some of the regular people, I think one of you in here is a regular, but I'm hoping some of the regular people will join and interact with me a little bit today, because I enjoy everyone's presence, but the usual people that come and join me are always nice to have in here. So this server, I can't even show you it because it's way too big. Yeah, maybe I can figure out a way. So basically, I picked this thing up for $40. Just the chassis, not the motherboard, not the PSU, but just the chassis. And here it is. It's quite a monster. This is a 12-bay, hot swappable server. And it's just the case that I got for $40. brand new. Now these things go for about $250, $300 brand new, and I don't know why this person wanted to get rid of it, but it was still in the original packaging. Nothing, not a scratch on it, never been opened, and he was just like, I want to get rid of it, so $40, and it was mine. I had to buy a power supply for it, which ended up costing me another $40. I have the drives, so that's no additional cost. I needed some additional adapters because these drive bays use Molex, and only Molex, for power. The power supply, so it needs 2 Molex connectors per row. So there's 3 rows that go horizontally, and it needs 2 Molex connectors to power, I assume, 2 drives each. The power supply, sorry, I'm looking at what's going on outside. It's like somebody driving a golf cart. The power supply has 5 Molex connectors and then 2 floppy drive connectors. So I needed an adapter to split 1 Molex to 2 because the adapters that I currently have for doing that, I would not trust to put in a server. Like, kind of afraid they'll catch on fire if I put them in there. So I ordered one of those. I think it's braided, like a sleeve on it that's braided. Really nice quality one. It's not going to light on fire. And the other night, I'll see if I can pull this up. I probably can't screen share with you, but I'll just tell you what I bought. There is a seller on eBay who is selling, let's see, it's probably equipment that came out of like a business, but he's selling a bunch of Supermicro servers. They're a bit older, but they are still very usable for me. They are Supermicro CSE 523 servers. CSE 523, if you want to look those up and look at them yourself. Now, I found these kind of by accident because I was looking for server motherboards. So I looked up, I don't know, something, Supermicro server board, and I found a couple, and they seemed to be a good deal, about $99, but they were just the board and no CPU or RAM or anything. So I'd have to buy CPUs, RAM, of course, everything else. And while they did seem like a good deal, they were exactly what I want. They've got all the expansion card slots that I want. They've got dual gigabit LAN on board. They're good machines, or good motherboards. I would have had to buy a lot of extra parts. So I just did a quick Google search for that board to see if I could find, or an eBay search, sorry, for the board to see if I could find anything else for sale that was cheaper. Well, what I found was this guy, as I said, that seems to be from a company, selling, I think, 10 of these, all slightly different configurations. They're entire servers, rack mount servers, to you, that have power supply, motherboard, CPU, heat sinks, RAM, and expansion cards inside them. $100 a piece, and they're all tested and working. So I grabbed those up as fast as I could. I bought 2 of them that were the cheaper ones. So they've got Xeon, let's see, 5620 CPUs, 2 of them. These are dual CPU boards. So Xeon E5620s, 2.4 gigahertz, 12 gigs of RAM. It takes 6 sticks, and I think, let's look at the picture here. Yeah, there's 6 2 gig sticks of RAM, which is okay. It means I can expand them later. Comes with heat sinks for 2U servers, which is excellent because I didn't want to have to find heat sinks that would work in this server here. And it came with a quad port gigabit network card and some sort of other card that I'm not sure what it is. Let's take a look. I think it's a SCSI card. I don't actually know what it is. It looks like a It looks like some kind of networking card. Um, I apologize, I can't show you this because I only have my webcam set up. But it looks like a small SCSI connection, like a short SCSI connection. But I can see the network symbol on the back of the card, so I'm not really sure what it is. But hell, I mean, for $100, getting a deal like this, it just doesn't happen often. So I was very pleased with that. Now, the only issue is that it didn't come with a top cover to the server, but it looks like they've listed another one. They listed it last night. Same price, $99. Oh, this one's a bid, but $99, the same thing. Let me go ahead and actually pop one of these in the chat. So if you're watching this live, you can see that. Oh, I can't do it because it's over the limit of what I can list, or what I can post. Sorry, I will not be doing that apparently. Yeah, but they're kick-ass, really cool looking servers. I'm gonna gut one of them, put it in this case, and then just keep the other one. It was just too good of a deal for me not to buy, so I spent $200 on some good server equipment, so that is coming shortly. Very excited about that. I bought some other stuff on eBay too recently. That's the good thing about selling off your old laptop collection, which is what I've been doing, is that you can just use that money to buy other crap that is more useful. Oh, I bought 2 SAS controllers. So they're just basically HBAs, or host bus adapters, which means you connect drives to them, and it just acts as an interface for the motherboard to talk to drives. There's no RAID capability on these, which is fine because I don't need them. I do RAID within Windows anyway. They're LSI SAS 9211 8i cards, so you can fit 8 drives on each of them, which is cool. And I had to. So I currently have one of these in my NAS at the moment. It's another 8i, and I don't have 8 drives yet, so it works fine. But if I'm going, what I plan to do is move it to the server. But the connectors for the drives come out the top, and there's not enough clearance in this 2U server to have those. So these 9211s have the ports coming out the side, so that they'll go this way instead of up and down, so I can fit them in the server. And although there's only 12 drives in here, not 16, I bought 2 cards anyway, so I have one that's fully populated, one that is half populated, just because it seemed like a good deal. And I got a good deal on those as well, $50 each, which is a good deal for that particular card. So I spent some money on server stuff. I'm excited for it. I really like building these kinds of things. It really interests me, so that's what I've done. As for selling laptops, I'm sure you guys have seen videos of my laptop collection going up for sale by now. But if you have any interest in any of them that you've seen so far, please check my eBay page. It's not really so much for the money at this point, it's just to get them out of my way. So I'd really appreciate it if you'd at least take a look if you have any interest in old laptops. Take a look at my eBay page. My name is appleontheapex, as it is here on YouTube. Honestly, if you make me any reasonable offer, not 4 cents on something, but, a reasonable offer on something that might be priced a little high, I'll probably accept it. Especially if you make a mention that you're a YouTube subscriber, I'll give you a good deal on anything you want, really, as long as it gets it out of here. Unfortunately, some of you are not in the United States, so I can't really send those to you, but to anyone who's in the US, and I think Canada as well, actually, you know, have at them. Give me a couple bucks, I don't care, just give me something, and they're yours. Anyway, what else do we have going on here? Oh, in the background, which I have to point that way, 2006 Core Duo iMac, you can see there sitting in the corner. That is acting as a host for the 3D printer, which you can see right there. 3D printer is not currently working at the moment. It actually broke, which kind of sucks. But, you know, some people often ask me, what do you use all these old, crappy computers for? Well, 2006 iMac, not really useful for much. I'm using it as a host for the 3D printer, and it works flawlessly, you know. I got it for free. There's no reason to just let it sit around and do nothing if it can be used, so that's what that's being used for right now, and it, as I said, works just fine. No issues. Anything you guys want me to go over and discuss? As I said, I don't really have anything I need to discuss in this video. It was more of just a spur of the moment kind of thing. I do have to make lunch at some point, so I probably will go in about an hour and make myself some food. Well, less than an hour, probably half an hour at this point. Oh, down by my feet, I've got another 486 laptop. I'm actually going to be selling this one. It's a Toshiba Satellite T23 something T21 30 CT. Yeah, it's an old 486. I don't know what's wrong with it though. It does have some issues. So you can see it there. It does power on in an attempt to boot, but it just gets stuck at a flashing cursor. So I don't know if the hard drive is bad. I can hear it spinning around in there, but I don't know if it actually works. So that's something I have to go through and take a look at to see if I can get it working. If I can't, I'll just sell it, honestly. Although, no, I'm going to sell it. I don't need it. I've already got two 486 laptops. I don't need a third. But it's kind of a shame that it doesn't appear to work, because at the moment it's in very good shape. The only sign of cracked plastics on this thing, which by the way is pretty uncommon for these particular models, is this port, or this slot door. It's broken in a whole bunch of pieces, but it still is there and it's still attached, which is kind of cool. And this, by the way, does not need an external power supply, which is something I really like about a lot of these old Toshibas and compacts. As you can see right there, it just takes in a figure of 8 power connector right from the wall, and it's got the power supply built in. So there's no fiddling with external power adapters and losing them over time. You just plug in anything, which is cool. Afternoon Garden Shed Tech. Interesting name. I'm going to check out your channel, actually. I don't know if you have a channel, but I'm going to go there anyway. You do have stuff. Nope, I don't want to listen to it right now. But I've been looking for some new channels to follow. People who do things like I do, because unfortunately, a lot of the people that I used to watch that do computer stuff, they've just kind of not really fallen off the face of the earth. They still post every once in a while, but they really don't post as much as they used to, and it's kind of upsetting. For example, Max Arcade used to post tons of cool videos that I liked. UXW Bill, he's posted a little bit more recently, but not as much as in the past. This is a little bit different than techie stuff, but David's Farm. Now I know what happened to him. He's kind of a scummy guy, and he did some terrible stuff, but I do miss the content that he used to post. And just people like that, you know, the people who take a camera, point it at something, and just ramble on for half an hour about random stuff. I love that kind of video. Maybe even people who don't necessarily know what they're doing all the time. That adds to some of the fun and enjoyment for me. And that's why I post the videos I do, because a lot of mine, as you can probably tell, are just kind of pick up the camera and point it at something and ramble. I love doing that. It's kind of therapeutic for me. That's why I do these live streams too, where I can just talk about anything. So it looks like GST, which is what I'm going, oh, that's what you call yourself too, in the comment section, does some live streams as well. So after this video is over, I'll check out your videos, and yeah, I'll check out your channel. Any other suggestions for channels that I should be watching? I watch a lot of them, but as I said, a lot of them don't post as much as they used to, so I'm looking for new people to watch. Let me actually go through my subscriptions here. Who else do I watch that I find interesting? Phil's Computer Lab. He's more of not so much a point and shoot. His videos are more finished, but it's on content that I like. You know, old CPUs, old video cards and stuff. I do think he's a little too benchmark heavy though. You know, I'd rather see a video, and this is just my opinion, of somebody messing around with a video card, you know, trying out different settings and maybe overclocking it if that's even possible. Not so much seeing benchmarks because numbers aren't as interesting to me, but he has some very good, very interesting videos. There's a lot of history in them, which I like. And he's got a new one that is actually something I want to watch right after this video. It's called Desoldering Capacitors with a double pump desoldering gun. So I'm interested in that, so I'll watch that. EEV blog, I watch a couple videos every once in a while that he puts out. Honestly, his voice really annoys me. I don't mean that in a rude way, but it's just kind of hard to listen to for hours, because I like to binge watch videos, and I just can't do it. Every once in a while, yes, but I can't do it that much. The 8-bit guy and the 8-bit keys, I like his videos. They're very... He goes into a lot of depth and a lot of history on things that I usually don't even know existed at all, so those are nice. I like watching his stuff. V Westlife, he's kind of like does what I do. Again, a little bit more in-depth into things. I'm more of a general person. I know that he also subscribes to this channel and will probably be watching this. I like the stuff he puts out. I can't really think of anyone else at the moment. Aussie50, he doesn't post anymore either, which really sucks because I liked his stuff. But, yeah. Garden Shed Tech says, I have a forum in the description of my videos. I'll check out that probably again after this video is finished. Alright, let's find something in this room to talk about. I have something. This is a board. Ow. It's quite pointy on the bottom. This is the board that I've had. What is rattling? Oh. I've had this for a very, very long time. It's ow. It is a pointy board, one of the pointiest. It's got an Intel SB823-7 something. I can't really read that from here. It's an older Intel board from about 1995. It's got a Pentium CPU in it. The model, it's not a common brand of board though. It's not one I've ever heard of. And it's not even listed on the motherboard itself, but the model number is 586F61PB. 586F61PB. It's an interesting little board, and unfortunately I don't think it works. I don't know why it doesn't work. There's nothing I can see on this board that would cause it to not, post properly. But yeah, I've got to troubleshoot this one. So it's got 4 PCI Express slots. PCI Express. Oh my god. 4 ISA slots. Not PCI Express slots. Just hold on to this in a different way. 3 PCI slots. And it's got 4 slots here for EDO RAM. I don't know what it has. Under here is a 120 megahertz Pentium processor. Yeah, not much to say about it. I don't know much about it, but it's something I'm going to be kind of investigating and trying out probably tonight, actually. The one issue it has, and I don't know why it's doing this, and it probably contributes to why it's not working. This voltage regulator down here with the huge heatsink on it is it heats up, and I don't know why. It heats up a lot. I have no idea why it does that, but I can only imagine something on the board has failed. I like how this heatsink is like moving a little bit as I'm holding this. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Alright. It's too early. It's like 12:31 in the afternoon. Way too early in the morning. I don't want to be out of bed yet, but I still am. The struggle is real. The struggle is very real. What else can I talk about? I really, as I said, just kind of an off-the-cuff vlog here. Let's look at old shitty motherboards again. This one I need to get working on pretty soon, and honestly, it might be too late to save this board. I pulled this out of a really old, I think it was a voicemail system. I think. Yeah, I think it was a voicemail system, and it's got a 386 CPU on it right there. Right there. Unfortunately, the battery has exploded, and it's been that way for a while, and I've neglected to remove it from the board. And I'm looking at it now, and it looks like it's gotten to some components, although it doesn't seem like it's eaten away at any of the traces yet. So we might be in luck with this one. This might still work. So I think I might do that this week. Go through, clean it up, chop this battery off, because it's it's in bad shape. I'll show you it there. You kind of see that there. A lot of corrosion on the bottom, and it's gotten to a lot of the components in this area. But the components still look good, and the board looks okay. So I'll probably end up washing this board, actually, because it's got a lot of dirt and crap on it otherwise. Now, one thing I've never seen before, which I'd like to just show you now, is this RAM is, it's like low profile RAM. You can see it at the top there. Don't look at this part, but at the top there. You know, usually the RAM that goes in these boards is twice as tall, as I just showed you with this one. But it's very short, which is kind of cool. This board just intrigues me for some reason. I don't know why. I like the fact that it's ISO only as well. That's really cool. I think this is an AMD. No, it's not. Well, maybe it is. There's a chip on here that says AM386SX40 with an AMD logo on it that says Microsoft Windows compatible. It's also got a chip that says ALI. There's another one that says Amaki 2. I think that's for the BIOS. There's one that says 386SX BIOS Plus from AMI. And it's got a little keyboard port on there. Ooh, now my finger smells like leaky battery. It's gross. I'll have to go wash my hands. What time is it? 12:35. I think I'll stick around for about 10 more minutes, and then I will head out. I got some projects here that I need to complete and get out of here. So I just looked at this this Phil's Computer Lab video about the desoldering capacitors with a desoldering gun, and I haven't watched it yet. I just clicked on the link for the actual item, and I kind of want to buy one of these now, because that would make soldering a lot easier. If you don't know what it is, basically it's a soldering gun that acts as it normally does. You know, you heat up the solder, but then it's also got a trigger on it that you pull, and then it'll suck up the solder from the board. So you don't have to use things like desoldering wick or desoldering braid, whatever you call it. Or in my case, you just take a piece of old wire because you don't have desoldering braid and you try to clean up the solder. It makes it a lot easier than that, a lot quicker and a lot cleaner. So that's something I'm really considering purchasing. I might end up doing that. But we'll see. I'll watch the video to see how well it works. So this happened actually a couple minutes ago, but somebody commented something stupid on in the chat here, and I banned them from the channel. But just in case anybody, my channel is usually pretty calm, you know, not a lot of drama, not a lot of racism and hate and stuff, except for this particular person. But other than this one instance, I just want to point out I don't respond to people like that. There's just no reason for me to do it. And also, while I'm on the same subject of removing comments and ignoring people, if you comment on one of my videos, for example, my Alienware PC videos where I got a bunch of free ones, people would put in the comments begging and just asking very rudely, like, can you send me one, bro? Can I have one? You should give me one because you have more than I do. First of all, I don't even know you at all, and I'm not just going to give people these computers for free, especially, I'm just not going to do it. I didn't tell you I was getting rid of any of these for free. I said I'm going to use them and I'm going to sell them. I understand that people don't have as much as I do. I consider myself very lucky because a lot of this stuff, honestly, is stuff I got for free. And I know other people don't have it, but I understand that, you know, they don't have it, but I'm not just going to give you it because I feel sorry for you. I've never seen that before, ever. That was, that was really scary. So I just got on my phone. I thought it was a virus at first, but it says child abduction Amber Alert in Linden, New York. There is the information there, which is weird because I don't. How far is Linden from me? I don't even know. I'm gonna check. Yeah, that was interesting. Sorry, I'm now very distracted by that. Oh, I guess it's about an hour away, so it's not too far away. Yeah. Scary shit. Anyway, let me go back and summarize what I was just talking about. People asking for shit. You know, if you ask in a nice way and you ask in a professional way, you know, give me some kind of explanation. Don't just say, bro, can I have one? And then comment it on all of my videos. If you do that, you're going to get banned from the channel. I don't care how much you like, you know, free shit. I'm not going to give you something if you ask in a stupid way like that. Ask once. If you think I ignored it or something, ask one more time. Ask nicely. And then I'll tell you, no, sorry, not for sale. Don't just expect free shit. And I will step down off my soapbox and continue with the tech vlog now. Somebody asked what time is it for me. They say it's 7, what's now 40. It's 12:40 Eastern Standard Time. 12:40 in the afternoon. All right. Oh, I think I mentioned this in a tech vlog, but I use my 2010 iMac as my main machine. That's what I'm doing this stream on right now. And I've got 2 monitors on either side of it. Unfortunately, the iMac only has one mini display port, and can only output one monitor from that. So if I want 2 monitors, I have to come up with another solution. And the solution I found was USB to VGA adapters. And they work decent, actually. They're not bad. My main complaint is that the refresh rate, maybe not refresh rate, but there's a lot of lag. It's nothing major because I don't watch videos on my side monitors. I just kind of throw stuff on there and do my main work on the iMac. But there's a bit of a delay, which I understand there's not much you can do, but it's kind of unfortunate that that is the case. fuck is going on? Somebody was like scratching on my front door. Somebody's still scratching on my front door. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we're good. It's the maintenance crew vacuuming the entryway, which I've never seen them do before, but that's what it is. I lost my train of thought completely. Completely. USB to VGA adapters. So what they do is they're basically a frame buffer. It create, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like a fake video signal. It creates a video signal using your computer CPU and the device, and then outputs it there. And there's a lot of processing involved in that, which is why I get lag on my side monitors. But they do work, and I can actually run 2 of them at once without issue. I could probably run 3, maybe not 4, at once if I had enough USBs free. So yeah, those were a good purchase. I'm happy with those. What time is it now? All right. Got 1 minute left, so I think I'm going to end it here because I don't really have anything I want to talk about. I just kind of rambled on for 52 minutes with no real direction, so I think I'm going to end it here. I'm kind of scatterbrained today. So I thank you all very much for watching and tuning in and commenting, except for that one person in the comment section. If you're watching this as a recording, hope you enjoyed the quick live stream. It was a lot shorter than most of them. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to end it here. Again, thank you so much for coming and watching me and interacting. And I'll probably do one of these in the future, so stay tuned for that. And I guess we'll see you in the next video or the next live stream. So take care, everyone. See you later. Don't think it actually stopped the stream yet, did it?